Hi, and welcome to the new session on the most fundamental data structures named array. While exploring about arrays, we will try to cover all the important topics that revolves around arrays, like what is an array and try to define it, then what are the properties of array, next how to declare them in Java, and try to understand where we can use arrays. We will also look into behind the scene implementation of array and several code examples covering the array operations, along with some code challenges or questions asked during interviews with respect to arrays. And lastly, we will cover about dynamic arrays. Let's start with array definition. An array is the most fundamental data structure that is fixed in size and stores similar type of elements in contiguous memory location. In the below example, I have declared an array containing 10 integer values. Don't worry much if you are not familiar with how to declare an array at this point. We will cover them soon. Now coming back to the array example, as it contains 10 integer values, its size is 10 and the elements will be stored in contiguous memory location. Let's assume that the address where we store the first integer value is 500. Then the second int value will be stored at memory location starting from 504 because each integer elements occupies 4 bytes of memory space. Similarly, the third integer element will be stored at memory location 508 and so on. In order to access each memory location, we provide them a numbering which generally starts from 0 and goes till the length of the array -1. These numbering of array memory locations are also called as index positions, which help us to access each element in 1 unit of time, that is in big of 1 time. In the image on the right side, we can also see that arrays directly inherits the object class. Now let's explore about the properties of array data structure. Arrays are fixed size data structure and the size must be declared during its declaration. It holds similar data type, that is either primitive type data or object type data. While declaring an array, a square bracket is followed with its data type declaration or name as shown in the example. Moreover, for an unassigned array, some default value are assigned to it, which is 0 for numeric type array, or false for boolean type array, or null value for object type array. Now we are aware about the properties of array, and the next question might arise: when and or where to use these arrays? So arrays are basically used in scenarios where data needs to be searched or retrieved faster, that is in big of 1 time. They are helpful in implementing recursive functions where a function calls itself in order to find the final result. Arrays are also helpful in sorting elements or performing matrix operation, which are two-dimensional array, and a lot more. Now let's understand how array is implemented, behind the scene implementation of array. When we declare an array with a fixed size, a continuous memory location of that specified size is assigned to that array, and the array elements are stored in those memory locations. Once the array size is defined, it cannot be changed because the memory location after that specified size of the given array might be assigned to some other data structure or data or anything for that matter. However, additional memory locations are available for storing data, but those can't be adjacent to the given array. So it won't be continuous to the memory location that is present with the given array. Hence, we cannot change the size of the array once declared, as its memory location must be continuous. In the next lesson, we will see how we declare the array in Java, and we will cover some array operations like inserting an element into the array, or creating an array, or updating some elements of the array, or deleting or removing certain elements from the array. So see you in the next lesson. Thank you.